in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, cheap bag. Fendi and some lane. Ask for a burger. Watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on the key. We was on roll like tires. I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, Mike. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. Carl Lewis really running the best. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. Carl Lewis really running the best. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the beef. One in the all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, flow, Joe, kill more, one duck, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl hopping up about a Pearl 6. Speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid. She ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We black thicker than a snigger bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. All in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. Love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. Carl Lewis really running the best. I'm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Baby, never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis really running the best. I'm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed.
Has to know that name. You have to. From Wisconsin. Down there, wide end. We have pretty good defense, but DJ Needle. I hope I got the right. Did I say Needle? You should guess.
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp. I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it is glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen. I was by the stove. Big beside this cases. One do me dirty. I'ma find you lay on the floor. 19 with him. I got rich by myself. Rather do this alone. I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone. He said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down. Soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting. Now they see me out in public and be knowing what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been know my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his fit, just to stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up, now they on the data. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo.
Not gonna do practice, guys. So I'm gonna play full game. It's Texans versus the New England Patriots, and here we go. I want to add all uniforms.
Hey, this that Eastside Johnny Big
Yes,
Redemption
please.
life. Know what I'm talking about? Hold up.
SCP.
Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah.
Now,
Get out the way, get out my way, yeah.
Charlie,
You either with me or against me, though. You either with me or win. Win, 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 win. Curve everything else. Win, 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 win. Win, win. Start chasing that. Win, 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 win. Big J Rock.
one support A. We have more one support.
Exit and vote. Bring friends.
It's JQL.
Jump in. You might want to
You want me to? Oh, running back.
Welcome back to Sean Watson. It's the coach. This is week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, Deshaun Watson and the rest of the Texans are looking forward to a healthier season in 2018. They get a tough test in the opener as they take on the defending AFC champs, the New England Patriots. I'll be back at halftime with a look around the early games. But first, it's up to Foxborough. Here are Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Houston Texans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gotton. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play, and I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They pass the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Very good.
No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. This is taken near the 13. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
27th.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, Deshaun Watson. This is a sight that NFL fans everywhere are happy to see his return to the playing field.
What a start to his NFL career as a rookie. 19 touchdown passes in just 6 starts. That was more touchdowns than Joe Flacco, Tyrod Taylor, or Marcus Mariota. And Houston went 1-8 after losing him, which lent credence to many people saying he should have been the rookie of the year based on his play and how Houston did without him.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And let's look here at the Houston offense.
Come up the lowest yards per carry average of his career is Lamar Miller at 3.7, and that's not normal for him because of his versatility. Can catch it out of the backfield, but his best attribute, high-volume ball carrier. Runs it inside with power, physicality, and some really good vision in order to break some big runs.
To throw is Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Griffin. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And now out come the Patriots.
Everybody wants to beat Patriots.
On first down, Brady. He's got it. The tight end, Allen. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Shotgun now for Brady. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. Brady to Hogan for a big one. 61 yards.
Instant replay. Watch this. He gets the ball. Look at how much people around him. He can get him. He can get him. Well, he pretty much did get him. He can get him. He can probably get him. He can get him. Also, this fat guy over here can also get him. J.J. Watt was almost there. He's right here. No, not right there. Yeah, right here. And you can, you have to go through that gap. Let me see. And then I want to see these broken tackles. That's me over here going the wrong way. And then, here it is. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Almost like 7 people could get him. Look at this. So he goes in front of me. And I was exposing to get him. See. And then he breaks the tackle. 2 people on him. Still breaking with 3 people on him. Almost 4. He got tripped because of this guy. These guys. They get tripped. J.J. Watt dives close. Kind of close. Only if he had the speed. And then he is almost off. After this, I almost let him go. And then, yeah, I got him. Nice play, though.
Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground. Yeah. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college.
And it will be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Flushed out right. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Catching track pass. None of them I do.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw, Watson. Oh, the ball is in. Watson lost it. And the Patriots have it. often on.
They did get a nice play. Let me see this. Oh, wow. I could have got the first down. The first down's like whale. I'm pretty sure. If I had it at the 7 plus 10, I need to get to the 17. So about, yeah, I was past the first down. It was supposed to be at the 17. So like, let me see. I passed it like when? But I want to go to the QB. So like, let me see. If I'm at the 5, so like, I passed the first down like right here. The ball passed right here. If I would have dived this way, like this way, I maybe would have had the first down, but I see how he did it. Wait. Look at this. I see how he did it, but, and then it got used. And then it got it. Bad by me. If I can get another pick, that is
You look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Don't try to force it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
I'm going to get mad when that happens.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Brady. This is White on the screen. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On third and long, it's Brady. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
32, pretty good. I'm going to go 1.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Now, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Going up top. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
And this is going to be caught along the sideline. Nicely done, but right at the line of scrimmage. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Hey. Wait, 20.
They'll run it here. This is James Wayne. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Holding offense.
Come on. You already knew it was coming.
So a decent gain, still first for 9 on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
This guy's way too
Now a carry for White. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. The Texans and Patriots met in the divisional round of the playoffs 2 years ago. The Pats won that one, but they also met in one of the better games of the regular season last year. The Pats won, but it was in pretty dramatic fashion.
How about Deshaun Watson, his second start in the NFL for the Houston Texans? He went toe-to-toe with the master himself.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Chris Hogan, 26 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
How about the throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times, just like the ticking time bomb, the longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the
throw across his body, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. A minute 57 to go in this first half. A reminder coming up at the half, we hook up with a new guy, Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis, and more importantly this year, scores and stats from around the league here in week 1. So do not press that skip button. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. That throw by Brady, incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Brady will try again on second down. Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The Texans making their way out with some renewed optimism, really, in Houston for 2018. But, Charles, it all revolves around one word. It's something they didn't have in 2017. I'll give you a hint. It starts with a letter H.
And I'm guessing it's not Houston.
No, it's health.
You're exactly right. Great call there, partner, because health is what really doomed their season last year. Remember, they were the #1 defense in the NFL 2 seasons ago. Whitney Mercer.
Got his man complete.
Go!
He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. So we just witnessed touchdown #1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football.
Whoa. Nice job. That's a good play by him also. Getting up and making the touchdown. So, he tipped the ball. So I want to see this. He's going to turn right here. He still gets him. He's like this, and then he turns. I want to see. How did it wouldn't. He kind of overthrew it. Maybe. Let's see. Yeah, he jumped too early. Yeah, he's in the air. He's going up. He starts to go down, but it gets tipped off his hand. And it gets tipped. Hey, where's my phone? Phone, come on. You know what? Why do you... This is a rookie play. I'm pretty sure this is it. Look at that, guys. I want to see what happened here. So I'm going to look at all the plays. So it gets tipped. He catches it. Nice, because he gets the block. I do have time to get up. I got up. Warning. Or did it touch the ground? It might have touched the ground. Hey, Dad! Dad! No, I'm going to get my dad with this one. Wait. I'll be back. Mom, can you come look at this? Mom, come look at this. Mommy. Amazing play. I'm going to go look if it touched the ground. Go to it. And then look at it. He automatically turns while he's looking. Watch this. Once he throws the ball, he's like, nope. And then he gets him. He tackles him. And then this is the part where we have to look out. They probably might review this. I'm going to Snapchat this. Sweet. That is one Snapchat. Look at that. Or did it touch the ground when it hit? Let me see. Let me hide. No, I didn't want to do that. Let me see. Oh, that's close. Very close. And then he's gone. So amazing. So amazing. Let me first go all the way back. Hey, Dad, come here. Let me look at this one more time. crazy action in the air while he touches it. And he has to be touched. Remember that, guys. Look at these players over here. This guy's crapping. Not good enough. Everybody's yucking. Dad, come look at this. There it is. Look at this play right here. Right.
Here. Okay. All right, go ahead.
Okay.
Come on. Who are you?
I'm not anybody. I'm everybody. I'm the coach, pretty much. Watch this play. Look at Dwayne, DeAndre Hopkins. He throws. He gets tipped.
Whoa.
Right? Don't believe that. He gets up. Look at that. First touchdown as a rookie. I want to see if that touched the ground.
Did they challenge it?
No one did yet. I want to see. Wait, let me hide it. Let me hide it. Let's get close. It might have touched the ground.
It looks like his hand was under it.
Yeah, but that might be a close one, Dad.
It is close.
Nope, it touched the ground, kind of. Or they stand it as a... Yeah. Right here it touches the ground. Dad, if they review it, it might get challenged still. Only one. Is this a double A battery?
Oh, that's pretty close.
Did he have possession of the ball? He looked to have possession of the ball. What kind of battery? Yeah, so let me see.
Is the double A.
One,
Yep, double A.
2, 3.
You could use this.
The ground can't cause the fumble.
And then he got up.
Oh, and then he got up. That's a catch.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a catch.
Mm-hmm.
Resume.
Wow. Could I break this one?
Well, he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on. And as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. On the return, here's a dangerous Cordero Patterson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The spotlight now focuses on the quarterback, and that's Tom Brady. He's had one of those.
Turn off on him.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Turn off on him. I'm going with Tom Brady. He has to throw it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find big 87.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Second and 1.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
I'm getting...
They go play action here on first down. On the crossing route, complete. That's Hogan. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very solid gain of 27. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Good trying to. I'm blitzing at the same time. Not blitzing. Does he get me?
So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action.
I'm going to be blitzing on this one. What did they call me? Something good where... Oh. Who's blitzing?
20. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett from 3 yards out. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead.
And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack, down he goes. Lawrence Guy forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Make a touchdown. It's a tie game, boys. I still have 1, which is good. Throw maybe like a very young pass downfield. If I can't get if I'm not past it, and I have to
so now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Watson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there. The Texans on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and forever. The final shot before the break. Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Brady and Edelman hook up for a big one. 42 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now it's Sony Michel with his first NFL carry. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he keeps finding his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Julian.
I want to see this play. How did he do this? He's going to come over, get the ball. Everybody's over here, but he somehow gets in. I want to see what happened. He gets the ball. He's trying to tackle him. He tackles him in the end zone. Come on. I could have stopped.
Extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Pass interference. Defense.
15 yards.
Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Brady now on 1st down. His throw incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A reminder, 4 more games set to kick off later this afternoon. Chiefs, Chargers, Seahawks and the Broncos, Redskins and Cardinals, and then the Cowboys against the Panthers. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You're not you when you're losing. Snickers satisfies.
Back now in Foxborough. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They keep it on the ground. White again. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White from 8 yards out, and the Patriots continue to roll. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And the Texans set to come onto the field. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 38. They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Adrian Claiborne in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Watson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Being chased out left. Spinning away. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
Late score that should have been in the 2nd quarter. Sheesh.
Now Watson. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Brady going to throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The four-time All-Pro, J.J. Watt. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now White. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Here's Ryan Allen now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Now a first down throw, Watson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Well, here we're going to use game. You can use if you want to.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to let it fly. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans cut into that lead. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the
Let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Guys, ain't no strings that's keeping it cordless. She keep calling, but I keep ignoring it. Ain't no stopping, I'm keeping it foreign. Man, can't stop me, I'm going it. Man, can't stop me, I'm going it. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave
me long. No, no. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how.
Have a good day.